Hey y'all, it's Bella Blaq checking in from the 229. I'm here with Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
What's going on? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we're back with another episode of
Industry's Most Wanted.
I keep telling y'all it's the big one, not the little one. And speaking of the big one, I got the beautiful, lovely, super talented Bella Blaq. What is going on, beautiful?
Hey, pretty girl.
Hey, boo. It's so good to see you.
I always love coming to see you.
Man, you and I got history.
We do. Let's talk about it.
We got history. Like, I believe the first time we really connected and came together is when we did your listening session over at Grand Hustle Studios.
Yes. And that's crazy because I think I had maybe been living in Atlanta a week.
Yeah, you were brand new here at that time.
Here. Like, hit the ground like running. I knew like I got a week to come out here and make like, I had no clue what I was doing. No manager, no label, no leader, just like connecting. And then you were just one of those people that stuck out to me in a world of like heathens.
The heathens is real.
And you've been solid ever since. And it's beautiful to be able to like always, you know, be in your presence. And it's always a friendly reminder of like, this is the person that, you know, I started with, you know, when I was getting ready to take my career to the next level. So thank you for always having your door open for me, for sure. Of
course. And it will remain that way because, you know, having someone like yourself in my presence, and this is no shade to other artists out there. Yeah, I know y'all be getting, they be sensitive.
Yeah, the world is very sensitive these days.
Sensitive.
Everybody is triggered.
Everybody's triggered. I'm like, bro, like, and I'm very edgy. Like, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. If they don't like it, I don't care, because I get people telling me I'm mean. But you are like a breath of fresh air to be around. Like, you're so professional. You're sweet. You have a good demeanor about yourself, and so many artists that I encounter just are that complete opposite of that. They're a bunch of walking red flags. So shout out to you, Bella Blaq.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and dive in because you do a lot of different things. You know, of course, you know, you're a beautiful musician. You're an actress. You're a content creator. How would you describe Bella Blaq at her core?
Just raw. She's just raw. Like, I think that Bella is just like, she's forever a student, and that's what makes her like that BITCH. Like, I don't know, just I don't really know like the right words. It's more of like an energy thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just light, a ball of light, and you know, openness and gratitude and grace, and with all those right ingredients to continue to grow while never forgetting like, hey, this is not just my gift, this is meant to be, you know what I'm saying, share with the world. So
you're truly like walking in your purpose.
Yeah, and it feels good. It feels really good.
Listen, you're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
So what first pulled you into, we'll say, storytelling through music and then making the transition into acting?
What pulled me more so into storytelling, to be honest, like, I feel like I've always been a storyteller, but everything got more enhanced when I started having more in-depth conversations with my producer now, which is my partner, my significant other, and he just kind of assisted in pulling the veil off of my eyes with stuff, and he just had to like, you know, show me like, yo, snap out of it. Like, stop trying to be everybody. It's a million of them shits already. You know what I'm saying? You're dope. Be you. And so we would sit down and like reflect back on my best moments, which were things like my freestyles and things like that that would get millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views and stuff. And he was like, this is what, if you can't see, like, this is what the people want.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a minute to like be like, all right, cool, fuck it, this is what this is. And I remember when I first got really into like storytelling, I would have like writer's block because I was afraid to be myself into the art. You know, I was telling my story but not like really talking about it. And it was like, yo, you're maturing, you're growing, you're going on a different level. You have to open up and really like speak to some people. I remember working with Divine Stevens, and we was in the studio. He's like, you dope, but you ain't saying shit. and it pissed me off because like, girl, this was like during COVID, and Divine had me in the studio like 15, 16 hours a day sometimes, you know, like why, and I'm like, Divine, we're gonna get in trouble, we're on a curfew, he ain't give a fuck, you know, we working, we at the studio, we working.
Yeah.
And he was trying to tell me then, like, you have a story, like you from the 229, you from the South, you was a mother, you know what I'm saying, you born, raised church girl, you have lived, like, talk about that.
Yeah.
But a little bit of me was like, people don't want to hear that, you know. But now that I can dig into myself, I don't deal with like writer's block anymore.
Yeah.
I get to be able to tell those beautiful stories and be able to turn those like traumatic experiences and beautiful experiences, mistakes and magics and all of that into art. And it feels so good to be able to get it out, because it's like a therapeutic moment, and it's a release. It's almost like the next best thing to sex.
It's like an
orgasm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, because I get to like release, and when I'm done giving it my all, I can just be like, job well done, and relax. And pushing that over, going to like the acting world, I didn't think that I would be like nowhere near where I am in acting. You know, I always wanted to be like a showgirl, a wrestler, or a preacher. You know what I'm saying? And of course, an artist, but the acting thing, I can honestly say like God just kind of like pushed it, you know, like in my lap. I did the film Sin with Lou Gossett Jr., Angel Love, Johnny Blaze is in there with us. Just a bunch of beautiful, dope talent. And with that being my first film, I had never had like acting classes or none of it. And I remember getting a call from my brother Kwame, and he was in prison. But at the time, I didn't know this man. And people were like, he want to talk to you, he want to cast you for this role. Anyway, make a long story short, I ended up getting casted for the role, and then it's just been that ever since. And now I'm just loving it. I'm loving being able to just create these different moments, and it gives me another outlook and another like space for me to be able to take different moments that has happened in my life and my own experience and put it into these characters and bring these different characters to life. So
absolutely, because going back to what you said, it's very therapeutic. We need an outlet, we need a release, because life be doing its thing, life be lifing, like they say, and a lot of us get that pent up energy, bad energy, anxiety. I know I deal with that, and I'm very open about talking about it. Like, I get social anxiety sometimes when I'm around a bunch of people I don't know, because you don't know what type of energy people have. You don't know what's on their mind. What are their intentions? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I deal with that. So we all have to find something that we enjoy doing. Yeah. And when God calls us to do it, baby, you gotta do it. You gotta be obedient and go do it.
You gotta do what you're supposed to do, though, not what you want to do. And I think that's what make it easier. When you're doing like what you're supposed to be doing, everything just flows and opens the door for you itself. It's like you walking and you'll just be like, oh, that door is open. Oh, that door is open. But you got to be in a place where you can even see it to appreciate it. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
really dope.
Growing up, who were some women that were either in music or film that inspired you?
Oh man, Erykah Badu for sure. Like Erykah just always had this like. Can you cuss on here?
Yeah, girl. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Erykah just always had this like. She got it. Still, it's beautiful. It's like this bad bitch. Like I wish a bitch would. This confidence that just was beautiful, and I was always attracted to that that magic that she holds, even as a little girl. Like I always knew, like I want to be like Erykah. Like I want to possess that shit. She got that thing about her. So definitely Erykah. You know, definitely Lauryn Hill, Eartha Kitt. Huge Missy Elliott fan. Like Missy just breaking down doors, being her, not giving a fuck, you know what I'm saying, what people felt like things should look like or feel like or sound like, you know what I'm saying, just her waking up every day and choosing her and being her. I mean, you got to think about Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, just dope ass women that was like, fuck this, we in this motherfucker, and y'all gon' get this, you know what I'm saying. So that is those women are beautiful. And then when we talk about, you know, actresses, I mean, Angela Bassett. I mean, it's so many. I mean, like,
you don't want to leave nobody out.
Yes, it's just. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
It's just like Viola Davis. You know, man, it's beautiful. It's just so dope to see. Like, it's so dope to be able to be a student to those women and study those women and study their stories. Cicely Tyson for sure.
Yeah.
You know, Whitney Houston from the acting, and you know, Whitney just raw. You know.
Yeah, she is such a legend.
And we come from the same roots. A lot of her family is the Drinkers. They're all from Hilton, Georgia, which is not too far from Blakely, Georgia, which is where I grew up at. Hilton and Blakely. My family church is in Hilton. And so we share that same, you know, lineage and roots and connections. And so it's a beautiful thing. Like when I never get, my mom was like, you know, you and Whitney Houston's his cousin. I'm like, I don't give a damn how far our cousins we is, bitch. Yes, honey, I knew I had some blood up in me from somewhere.
That's right. That's my cousin.
Yes, honey.
Come on, Whitney.
Yes, girl. Yes.
But I feel like all the ladies that you named, all of them are just unapologetically themselves.
Yes.
And that's what we should be, because I feel like us as women, we've been put through a lot as far as people not believing us with certain things, you know, like women who deal with, you know, domestic violence or sexual assault.
Absolutely.
They're afraid to talk about it because people out there don't believe them. So now they keep it inside. And I feel like women have just dealt with so much over the years that we need to have that F you type of attitude. Unapologetically just be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If they don't like it, that's a you problem.
It is. And be okay with that, you know.
And totally be okay with that.
Absolutely.
So your Dirt Roads 2 project had fans kind of questioning everything, you know, which I love that though, because I feel like we got to stir the pot sometimes.
Absolutely.
What message were you wanting your listeners to take away from the project when they actually took the time to listen to it?
To just know that I am human and it is okay to not be okay. Success at whatever level is not always pretty.
Yeah.
We go through things behind closed doors, just like everybody else does. And I have my moments just like you. Don't put me on the pedestal. Let's talk about shit. Let's talk about, you know, the imperfections. Let's talk about the lack of accountability. Let's talk about a lot of times we're not overlooked, we're outworked.
Yes.
Let's talk about us. Let's sit down and take a minute to, I got a song on Dirt Roads 2 that's called like The Lady in the Mirror. And it's like, what's the power of a flower? What's the point of a seed? Where's the pretty girl's lover? What's the point of a dream? Things seems like they're delayed. I mean, it happened to me. Is there a problem when I doubt what's become reality? And it's just talking about like self, you know, like why is it that whenever I'm having my moments that the world feels like you're not the only one and things like that. And it's like sometimes I feel like that's why some people are afraid to have that outlet and to try to talk to other people, because sometimes we don't want to hear that positive shit, even though it sucks and we know that's what we need to hear. Most of the time, before someone even come to you to talk to you, they know the answer to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I've learned that when you're talking to people, you got to talk to the right people, so that because what you need is the mirror. That's the trick. Yeah. You need something that's going to turn that back to you so you can look, because you're in control more than you think. But that power of controlling yourself, that's why I say it's like, what's the power of a flower? Like, that power is a scary thing. It's so scary to know that you have your life in your hands, because that makes you accountable for your own happiness, your own have or have nots. You know what I'm saying? How your life operates. And so I wanted to just make sure that my listeners were not only inspired but impacted by my words and my stories, shit that I've been through, where they can look at it and say, if this bitch can not just make it, but if she can just get up and say, okay, I'm gonna try again today.
Yes, because
we got to take this shit one day at a time. That's all I want. I want people to get up and just try. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not okay to have bad days. Have your bad days, you know. But let's try to make them moments more so than days, and it's going to take one day at a time. We're just wanting to give those people that grace and show them what grace and self-reflecting looks like.
Absolutely. And we have to give ourselves grace too. And like you said, people will come in and try to smooth things over. Oh, you know, other people are going through this, which you know what, they probably are, but don't try to dim my light right now. Like, that's not the way to handle it, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's why a lot of people become closed in during those times, because people aren't really there to listen. They're just ready to give a reaction. Well, you should do this, do that. You haven't walked a day in my shoes. You don't know what I'm truly going through.
And see, that's why, like, with the short film that I did with Dirt Rose 2, if you notice, I didn't speak much.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of just like thoughts and different things like that. So people can interpret, you know, whatever they may. But for me, it's like mental health is so real. And a lot of people don't know how to be friends to people. They use their words so loosely. They don't know how to be a support system to people that are really going through things. I had people texting my phone who I have never even, who don't even know my real name, that was like, oh, this triggered me and this and the third. And I had people that I've reached out to that I haven't spoken to since that day, since I released my album, since I dropped my film. And do I care? No, because if my life and the way that I choose to show my art affects you, then I'm not the person that you need to be with. And thank you for bowing out. But at the same time, imagine how many people don't make it through those mental health battles because of people like that, because people don't know how to be there for people, because instead of you just removing your own feelings about how you feel about something, you try to make everything, well, when I was going through it, and you know, it's not about that. People have to learn how to show up for people. And I just thank God for everybody who unfollowed me. I thank God for everyone who stopped answering the calls for me, because that showed me exactly who you are. Because nothing that I went through, bitch, if you knew what the fuck I went through, you should have been applauding that I was even alive and willing to share those dark ass moments and times with y'all. But I have grew a beautiful community. I have made a crazy like influx in fans and supporters and community that was able to see themselves in the music, in the mini short film, in that moment where I did decide for the first time ever to have a mini crash out moment in front of the world, and people appreciated that. Fuck the people who felt like their own little fake ass triggers were more important than the purpose. I know what my purpose is, and that's why God allowed me to still show up, and he's blessing me with more fans that aren't passive, that don't mind buying the album, that ain't streaming it, that don't feel like just because you got my number you got to get a free ticket. I'm so thankful that the motherfuckers showed themselves and they gone. That's the best thing that ever could have happened to me.
When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
I remember when you released your project, I think you had it on even for $1.
Mm-hmm. No, it was pay what you want. So people was paying what they wanted for it.
Yeah, I paid 10 because I was like, that's my girl. I don't care what she asking. That's my girl. And it's like, I seen when you posted that video, and then of course Fireman was like, you know, we're looking for Bella. And I understand when I'm in those type of moments, I want to be left the fuck alone.
Exactly.
So I paid attention to his page, you know, praying emojis and stuff like that. But I said, right now is not the time to reach out, because she's probably got 1 million people trying to reach out to her. People got to understand, when we're going through stuff like that, oftentimes we just need that time alone, away from the world. We have to decompress.
But you know what's crazy, Tampa, is that like the amount of if you I wish that you just could have read the messages. They were so disgusting.
I seen some on Instagram, and
they were
pissed me off.
They were so disgusting. It was so disgusting because it's like, yo, you don't know me.
Exactly.
You don't know my kids. You don't know my birthday. You don't even know my real name.
Yeah.
And why that may or may not matter, the fact of the matter is that just because people choose to be creative in their shit, you got other people that didn't make it out. You got people that take themselves out every day.
Yes.
My purpose is bigger than your internal shit with you trying to make shit about you. And we are in the world right now where motherfuckers live for a moment.
Yes.
So they do things like attaching them. During this time, I was cut off by so many people that I was never fucking cut on to. It was one person that, I'm not even gonna go there, but like, bro, we don't talk. So why the fuck are you sitting up here making it a huge big deal as if you give a fuck about, you don't even know me. We don't even talk. Half of those people, oh, I'm not fucking with her. It only affect, this is a one way thing. If I see you right now, I will still speak to you because that shit that you're feeling is one way. You're the only person that feels like that. And then your little minions that's running behind you, because guess what? They're still over here in Bella's world. They're still commenting. They're still liking. That's why it's important, especially to fans, not fans, excuse me, but to artists and entrepreneurs and people. Y'all, these people don't give a fuck. Like,
they don't.
I'm sorry. They just it be a moment for people, and people will attach themselves to your moment. And when you're growing and you're going places, you have to have a healthy relationship with peasants. What I mean is, you have to know, like, yo, I have to look past this shit. I have to look past this. This is dark behavior. Like, because if I see these people, these same ones that's making these comments or saying these negative things, they're not gonna have that energy with me when they see me in person. Why? Because I ain't did shit to you for you to feel like that.
That is the biggest facts ever. They be them internet bullies and trolls. And
what did I do to you? You're gonna say you don't like me because I decided to share my story with the world in a way that I decided to share my story with the world? You don't know what kind of thoughts I had. You don't know how many nights I almost was there, or whatever the case may be. You don't know how many people I've lost to suicide. You don't know how. You don't know that.
And
you don't know, because I don't, bitch, I'm just now talking about it. So,
and to be honest, like, probably a lot of them people, respectfully, you didn't even know they existed.
No, I didn't.
You know, shade, but no shade, but a little. It's the people with the least amount of emotion, or that are the most miserable with themselves, who always have the most to say.
I think it's a mixture of both.
It's definitely a mixture of both.
I think it's a mixture of both. But the thing is like, for me, my main thing is like just asking God to continue to allow me to know that I am protected and that everything doesn't require a response.
No.
This is probably the most that I've talked about any of that since, you know what I'm saying, since the album came out, because the focus is the focus is, you know, the purpose.
Yeah.
And when you're doing things that you're supposed to do, and when you're fighting against negativity and you're fighting against other shit, you have to expect that those dark moments to come, and you have to expect those arrows to try to be thrown at you. And even though I'm not like super religious, you know what I'm saying, I do remember in the Bible for sure it says, you know, no weapons formed against you shall prosper. Not said they won't form. And so you have to have a healthy balance with that, and allow those people to be themselves, and expect nothing more out of these people, and allow them to be them, but don't get distracted from the purpose. That's the most important thing.
That is, man, you are absolutely right. We have to let people be who they are.
Yeah.
And when they show us who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we as women, we're nurturers, and we try to save the world, and we try to save people. I don't do that no more. And ever since I've set boundaries for myself, a lot of the people who were around me have fell off, because now I feel like they were around me because I was too vulnerable, and I was like, yes to this, yes to that. Now I'm like, nope. People start eliminating themselves, and I'm cool with that, because it gives me more peace.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're experiencing right now. You're experiencing more peace, because God removed the people who weren't intended to be there on your journey anyway. Bye.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And I'm open to more people. I feel like this shit is a filtering system. Like,
it's a great way to put it.
Yeah, it's a filtering system. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies. Kudos. Like, you know, we here for this experience, you know what I'm saying? And whatever comes from this, I love it. I love it.
We are here for such a short amount of time. We're here for a blip.
So true.
Why are we going to allow other people to dictate our happiness or stress us the fuck out? Fuck them. Respectfully, but I'm not going to allow people to take my joy when I only got a limited time on this earth. Truth be told, I probably got more years behind me than I do ahead of me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever I got left,
I want to enjoy it.
We're going to enjoy it. It's going to be beautiful. Absolutely. So I want to ask you about Pretty for a Black Girl.
Yes.
What inspired you to turn that phrase into an anthem?
I was in the studio with a fireman in Bangladesh, and we were going through. I was playing Dirt Roads 1 for him, and I love Bangladesh. Like,
so
he
dope.
is so dope.
Yeah.
Like, he's unapologetically himself. I'm so country. And you know, he's a art head, so I love it. He's a fashion head, so I love it. I just love everything about him. And we invited him to the studio to just kind of like vibe out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't want nothing from it, just his ear. You know, a lot of times that type shit is important to me. Like, even if I could ever just like have Erica and just be a student to her and be like, can you just listen to, you know what I'm saying? and we just kick the shit. That's what it's about. But anyway, we in the studio, we talking, and then we just started talking a little bit about dark skin, you know, and how on my social media, a lot on TikTok for sure, like it's a bunch of like racist comments, it's a bunch of like colorism comments, you know, about, you know, oh, she's pretty to be dark skinned, or usually dark skinned women, you know, this or that, or just crazy shit.
That's crazy, like
so,
bruh.
And I had dealt with that, and still do, you know, in my grown age, people still say stupid shit, but it made me reflect back to elementary school. And I just remember this girl, and yes, bitch, I was bullied a little bit, but don't try that shit now. But and she would just, you know, have her reasons or whatever, but you know, just anything that she could say was black. You so ugly, you black, you know, your skin dirt, you could rub skin, you know. So I was like, you know, at my big age right now, like, I've learned to just use those type of things to look at the bigger picture. And I wanted to write pretty for a black girl. That way a baby can understand it. And that's why the hook is so simple. It's like, you're not pretty for a black girl. You pretty because you that girl. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, black girl. So that it could be something that lives on when I'm dead and gone. A very powerful message. Just a friendly reminder to let people know, like, it comes off ignorant when you're saying stuff like that. Just imagine if I walk up to somebody and be like, you know what, you pretty to be bald head.
Right, you pretty to be a big girl.
Yeah, like, you pretty to be a big girl. Like, it's not a compliment.
It's not.
It's not. And I've seen. I was watching the other day. I was on TikTok, and this girl. It was a dark skinned girl. She was like, I'm so tired of this conversation. Can't we just leave it alone? You can leave it alone. It's so many women, again, like I tell you, mental health is so important. It's so many DMs that I get, and of course you're a regular, like, you know what I'm saying, people not looking to you for advice, so your DMs and your conversations, we could be standing beside each other. Our life is two totally different lives. I have little girls that actually look up to me, that see themselves in me, or want to be better than me. I always tell them, be better, baby. Please don't put me on, motherfucker. I done did some shit. Like, I ain't perfect. But so yeah, I'm going to talk about it, and I don't mind being that person that's in the forefront, that's catching the bullets or catching the arrows, to show them, like, hey, y'all have somebody that's standing up for you. And for me, you know, watching, like I said, Lauryn Hill was that, Missy Elliott,
right?
You know, my beautiful chocolate women, you know what I'm saying, was in the goddamn, you know, Foxy Brown, in the, you know, just doing they shit. And so for me, like, I feel like that's my job, to show up for these girls and to show them, like, we can do this, which is another reason why I think I mentioned to you earlier, like, I've been trying to do like the no makeup thing unless I absolutely have to, just so that women can know, like, first of all, you're a fucking woman. Embrace whatever it is. Embrace your age. Embrace that shit. Embrace the wrinkles, and embrace the whatever the case may be, the black under eye shits. Like, do your skincare, embrace it. Like, just show up as yourself, because it helps you to be able to get past hurdles, and you could get further if you just know, like, look, I got everything. Like, let me just get up. I got everything that I need to move forward. Like, I don't have to have these different things. And I went through my moments where I, you know, got my teeth, you know, a little skinny BBL, things like that. Yeah. But that shit still didn't make me feel better. It's an internal thing that you have to have. And so I want to just continue to be that, like, you know, that person that's walking not in front of them but beside them. And then whenever targets are being thrown, bitch, I don't mind getting in front, so you can know, like, this shit is real, and it is someone. And I know as many other beautiful women that's doing the same thing. But as for my tribe and the people that are coming with me in my community, like, I got us, you know. So
I absolutely agree because people can have their preferences. That's
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
For example, I watched the show Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Like I'm slick drawn into that because it really shows me how wild it is out here on the dating scene. You know, like
There's pee in the swimming in the
there's
dating
nothing
pool.
out there. But like people get super offended by, like you said, and I feel like it shouldn't be about if you're light skin or dark skin. Yeah, we got our preferences, but like you said, telling somebody, oh, you're pretty for a dark skin girl. What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty for a big girl. What?
That's wild. It's wild.
It's so wild to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm with you completely embracing. I'm 51 and I tell people all the time, I'm like, I want to grow old gracefully. I'm not going to go get Botox and injections. Yeah, I would probably like to look a little younger, but you know what? This is what God gave me.
But you don't age though. You just look the same, girl. It's motherfucking years ago. Your ass. What kind of fountain to use? But shit,
I'm drinking my water, minding my business.
Hello.
So I know you gotta make this trip. You know, you gotta get to another. But before we close out, you know, what else do you have that you're working on right now that we can expect from Bella Blaq?
I'm working on a documentary. Me and Fire started working on a documentary in 2023, and it's just kind of like a lot of like backstory. It's almost like a reflection of my book. So I got a new book out called The Dirt Road Story, and it's available on Amazon. It's a short read. You can read it in about an hour, but it's kind of like a reflection on just showing the world me, and showing the world where I'm from, the importance, the culture. A lot of people always ask, why do you always cook at your events instead of getting the cater? I don't know. It's like I'm gonna go and slave in that kitchen. Like I'm gonna go in there and cook in that kitchen for y'all to show y'all like I'm thankful. I'm appreciative of stuff. That's a Southern thing, you know. Even though I'm supposed to be the celebrity or whatever you want to call it, whatever of the show, the stuff, whatever.
She is a celebrity.
Like,
She's being humble right now. Come on,
I'm
now.
gonna make sure I'm still that person that's like, they'll tell you, like I had me and Fire did a 1 year anniversary last year for our nonprofit, and while I did have people that could fix plates for my VIP guests, I was fixing plates and serving food. Like they kept telling me like, Bella, go sit down, but I'm a servant. Like I'm here to be like, this is what I went and got for us, like here. Like I don't know, like yeah, to people, because like that's what it's about. It's about like loving what you got for yourself also, but what is it when you can't share it? I ain't saying give. I'm not saying that, but like it feels good to me to be able to give back to people. Like that's my love language for sure. And the people who rock with me and support me by my album, sticking with me, watch my videos, be in my live when it's like 6 of us or 600-700 of us, like I love those people.
I feel like when God again calls you to do something, we have to be obedient to that. And also, like my OG always says, we don't get our blessings from no man, we get them from God. So when you're out here doing that, giving back, you know, serving to the people that you love, God sees that, and that's why you're continuing to be blessed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We got I'm one of the new co-stars for P-Valley season 3. We don't have a release date yet, but it'll be coming out soon. I also just finished a movie with Owen Wilson and Matt Rife.
Wow, okay.
Beautiful things. Beautiful. So I'm excited just about everything, and just really super excited for what's to come for the 229, because I'm seeing so many beautiful like emerging artists just kind of get their spark back. You know, my DMs is every day I'm meeting a new artist from the 229 every day, and I'm just excited for what the fuck is about to come from the South. Like it's our time, goddamn, it's our time 229. So yeah,
I do gotta ask you this. We'll make it quick. What is it that makes Bella Blaq feel seen?
What is it that makes me feel seen? I don't really know how to answer that. I don't really know how to answer that. I always feel seen.
Yeah. You got a good man.
I got a beautiful man.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you guys first came here, were you guys a couple at that time, or were you just working together?
We were a couple. But that's my dog.
But I was like I was like, man, that chemistry was so strong that first time when I met him. I was like, yeah, that's, you know, and I like is you didn't publicize it at first, which is the best way to go.
Yeah, we kept it like very quiet for a little bit. Fire like to say we courted, but like
as you should.
Yeah, and that was my first time like courting anyone. You know, where I'm from, we be like coating. Y'all coat, y'all coat.
You coating.
But he from Chicago, so he was like courting. But we met at the BMI Awards about 3 years ago or whatever, 4 years ago, I can't remember. But we met there and we just started out as friends, and he was just so supportive.
Yeah.
You know, like I have a business, a line where I make like my own jewelry, thongs, I make pearls and necklaces, different things like that.
Yeah.
And I never forget, like I posted on my story one day, and I was like, I just made these, who want to order them? And he ordered like 3 of the same fucking necklaces, and I was like, this is random, but okay, whatever. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it for me and my daughters. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then we just started talking, because I was like, whose favorite color is purple? Because he ordered like the purple charm, and he was like, that's my favorite color. I was like, shut up, that's my favorite color. And so
But purple's royalty.
yeah, it is. And so we just kind of like stayed like on that path. And then one day I would call him, you know, because I had got like a deal or whatever, like kind of proposed to me through Issa Rae's team, like radio and stuff like that. So I was, and I still don't, you know what the fuck I be doing out here sometimes. Child. I be just thugging and trusting God and trusting my community. Child. My followers be like, do this. My dumb ass be like, okay, let's do that. Them my damn managers, girl. That's the PR team, motherfucking Lotto gang. But so I was talking to Fire about it, and he was just giving me advice, you know what I'm saying, about stuff. And he made his way to Atlanta, and we did it. We've been together ever since.
Listen, that's so beautiful, because there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's very rare that you find your person.
Yes.
And when you find your person, hang on to them, because I promise if you let them go, you're never going to find your person again.
And one thing that I need people to know, especially the ladies that are, because there's women that are looking for relationships, and then you got women who ain't looking but they're open. Do a lot of self-work. Because you can love someone and not know how to receive love, and it could fuck up some shit.
That is a big fact.
So just because you love someone, that doesn't mean that you're ready to be their person, because you got to know how to receive that. And that's something that Fire taught me that I had never learned from anybody, how to receive love.
And that goes both ways too, because there's men out here who don't know how to receive love, because they were brought up in a household where they were taught to be tough, and they got this guard up or whatever. So you are absolutely right. Don't put yourself in a position with someone if you're not ready to be loved. Yeah. Because it's going to, chances are the other person's gonna end up getting hurt.
And knowing what you want, knowing what receiving love looks like to you versus what giving love looks like to you. It's two totally different things. A lot of people like to say, what is your love language? But I think it's love languages. Yes. And I think it's what's your love language when receiving, and what's your love language when giving.
Ooh, that's a great point. Yeah.
And so
that is such a good point. I never thought about it from that perspective.
Telling you, I didn't need to talk about that man, girl. And we was over there. He was, girl, I was like, I was like, he gonna leave me. He gonna break. But just being with someone who has so much patience. Yeah. And love for themselves, I could definitely tell, and I still can every day, that he has done so much like internal work. He's very emotional and emotionally intelligent. Just a beautiful person to be around as a partner, as a friend, as a business partner. Yeah. We ain't perfect. We go through shit just like everybody else, but the difference is that we understand that when you love people, it's a little bit more deeper than love that keeps y'all grounded and together. And I'm just thankful for him.
Listen, it is way deeper, because people feel like the surface stuff, sex or whatever. You got to make sure that
go past farther than that.
Yeah, because you got to make sure if one of y'all are incapable of doing that at some point in time, are we going to still be able to sustain? You know what I'm saying? So that's beautiful. You found your person, he found you. Yeah. That's all God right there.
It is.
That is all God. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
My girl is out here working. Where can people follow you on your socials?
Everywhere at TheBellaBlaq. My music and everything. I always tell people, buy my shit, don't stream my shit. And y'all can go and buy it at BellaBlaq.com. And if you just touch the music link, is there. And yeah, my DMs and stuff is always open. I always want to hear stories. I always want to talk. I always looking to meet dope people, teachers, things like that, you know. Yeah.
Who do you want to give thanks to, Bella, for really loving you and supporting you through your journey?
My fans.
Yeah.
I don't even like to call them fans. Like, my community, my tribe, like my family. Girl, like,
you got to come up with a name for them.
So we say Lotto Gang, but I think we've outgrown that.
Okay.
It's like, I think we gotta, and I've been telling them, like, we gotta say something else because that sound kind of crazy. You know, that was like back in the day. So I gotta find, I don't know what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna let them figure that shit out because they in control. I told you that they my manager, girl. They my label child. They my child. They be having ideas and shit. I'm like, all right, y'all, this is what we doing. Organize the shit, put it together. But yeah, I love them. Like, I remember taking a break not too long ago off of TikTok for a year or something, and people thought I was posting, but I wasn't. I was allowing some of my fans to, like, you know, do some shit on my behalf, and I got back on live maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and just to see people being like, oh my God, they were holding me accountable, like, where the fuck have you been, da da da, you know, what's been going on, and to just see them welcome me back, you know what I'm saying, with open arms and stuff. It's just beautiful to see. You know, I've sold more albums than ever in my life. I thought I went crazy on Dirt Rose 1, where I was allowing people to pay whatever they wanted for the album. Like you said, you paid $10. I had people paying $70. I had people paying $500 for the album, because it was on a pay what you want. So it's amazing when you got 400 or 500 people sewing into your life. You know what I'm saying? Is way bigger than a sale. But like Dirt Rose 2, these people are losing their fucking minds. Like, they are really like supporting. And I have it now where I've been selling like the physical CD and signing it and making sure that, thank you. And
you should get some vinyl copies too.
Everybody, they have been telling me that shit. I want to do vinyls. I got to find the right, like, distributor though. That is something that I haven't, like, quite got yet. Like, I've been looking for the right distributor. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call my brother, Head Crack. Shout out to him too. He's so fucking supportive, because he did some vinyls. So I'm gonna hit him and ask him about some shit too.
Because those are so nostalgic.
Yeah.
I've had a couple artists send me vinyls autographed, and I got them in my hype room over here because I feel like that to me is like a collector. That's a masterpiece right there. The CDs are great too, though. They are. Definitely. One last question for you before we get up out of here.
Let's do it.
Where are we at, y'all?
Industries.
The big one, not the little one.
Wanted.
Tell everybody what makes Bella Blaq the industry's most wanted.
What makes Bella Blaq? The people. Shit, it's simple. The people.
Straight like that.
The people. In a world where everybody is caught up in likes and views and things that could be bought, you can't buy real people. You can't buy people.
That is facts.
I got real people, real humans that fuck with me, that love me, that hold me accountable, that rock with me, that sit with me, that checks on me, that buy my shit. Don't act, find different ways to, man, let me show you right now. But the people for sure. Like, I literally am sitting here waiting on a shipment now because, like, every time I order my album from my distributor for my CDs, I've been selling out like every 2 days. I've never seen nothing. I swear to God, I never seen nothing like it. Like,
that's beautiful.
I'm literally going to the post office like every 2 or 3 days. Like, look, this is, did you see that? Somebody bought the album for $20 and they left a $30 tip.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy,
and
man.
I feel like more artists need to understand what you're talking about, because these digital streaming platforms is like a slap in the face what they're paying these artists. You guys put so much time, money, blood, sweat, and tears into it to make pennies. Yeah. Literally. Versus selling it. You could probably make more selling one album than you do that album streaming in a whole month on the digital platforms.
I've seen it. And it take a lot to get shook out of that system because it looks good. Yeah. But I tell people, yo, fuck them 6 likes. That's fine. Those are, but love those, because those are your real 6 people that fuck with you. Yeah. Turn them into your tribe. Get in with them. Talk to them. Hey, how could I, be more in tune with you? What do you need from me as an art? You know what I'm saying? Different things like that make them people feel involved. And that's what I love about my fans. Like, that's just one sale that I just showed you. One investment is what I like to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that we got shit that we're building, you know.
Facts.
And I am learning these people. You know, we're talking, we're in the DMs, we're building relationships. They're telling me like, oh, you should do a show here, you should do a show there. People love to be a part of something. Some of these people don't have no family. They ain't got no sisters. Some of these people don't have kids. I'm able to be their daughter, their cousin, their uncle, their best friend. Whatever they put, I'm able to, you know, to be that to them. And I think that's what it's about when you're building your community. You know what I'm saying? Being able to just be that person. Because if not, then where's the connection? That's why you got people you got legends, people who can drop a song 20 years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then go on. You know, Erica is now celebrating Mama's Gun, I think is 20 something years, you know what I'm saying? 20 years, 25 years, you know what I'm saying? So but people don't last that long in the industry no more these days. That's a beautiful fucking thing. But Erica says it's one thing all the time, like, I'm a slow burn. And I think that is something that me and her have in common. Like, we're okay with, like, it's a marathon. Nipsey had it. Yes. A lot of the greats have it. And when you realize, like, yo, let me just back up. Yeah. And focus on my community, focus on what's real instead of chasing, like, what could be. That's how you build fast. That's how you build real. So
I had someone that said to me when we were interviewing, he said, chase your fans, not the labels. Because a lot of artists, like, they change, like you said, they change what could be. Oh, I want to get signed. So no, focus on the people that are right here, right now, your community that are loving you.
Yep. And I'm telling y'all that because I've been there. I have probably DM every fucking label. And bitch, I still got labels that ain't DM me back. Every A&R. I be at events where I might see I'm like, oh, what's your Instagram? Because I don't know. Sometimes I be the DM they asked 13 fucking years ago. And I'll see them. I'm like, damn, I wrote you in 2007. Damn, I wrote you in 2013. They be like, my bad, I ain't see it. You saw it.
You know damn well you've seen it.
But it's cool because now, now I just want to build a relationship with you because I'm not here for that. But again, do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of work to be independent. I swear to God, it is. It's not easy. But I could tell you that the shit pays off. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to a label or nothing like that, but for right now, like, I'm not like beating on the door at a label. And it was definitely a time in my life where I was. Yeah. I was my most depressed then because I kept feeling rejected and unseen. But now that I have changed my viewpoints and I focus on who focuses on me, which is my fans, my supporters, the people who really rock with me, I'm the happiest and the most at peace with that. So yeah, that's why I say what makes me feel hurt. The people, man.
It's a beautiful feeling. Yeah. Shout out to Bella Blaq in the building. Absolutely. Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely. All
right, y'all. We out of here. Peace. Yep.